The updates didn't stop suddenly. They slowed down first. Yesterday there was a press conference. Today, just a short statement. Tomorrow, nothing. No alerts, no timelines, no reassurance. That moment, when authorities stop giving updates, is when most people don't realize the situation has already changed. Not because things are getting better, but because control is quietly being transferred to individuals. And most people aren't ready for that. People assume silence means stability. It doesn't. Authorities stop giving updates for a few reasons. Sometimes they genuinely don't know what to say anymore because the systems they rely on for information are breaking down. Sometimes they know the truth, but saying it would cause panic faster than the problem itself. And sometimes updates stop because responsibility is being shifted. Silence becomes a way of saying, "From this point on, you're on your own," without officially saying it. That's why silence is more dangerous than bad news. Bad news prepares people. Silence keeps them waiting. When updates stop, most people make the same mistake. They wait. They assume that if it were really serious, someone would tell them. They refresh their phones, check the news, replay old announcements, and convince themselves that waiting is the safest option. But in every crisis, the people who wait the longest are the ones who lose the most options. By the time clarity arrives, choices are already gone. Shelves are emptier, movement is harder, and trust is thinner. The real danger isn't panic. The danger is delay disguised as calm. When authorities stop communicating, several things usually happen at the same time. Systems begin to take priority over people. Hospitals, infrastructure, internal coordination. Public reassurance becomes secondary. Information still exists, but it becomes uneven and localized, reaching some people while others are left guessing. At the same time, behavior starts to shift quietly. Not officially, but socially. You notice shorter tempers, closed doors, fewer explanations, and people moving differently. This is when rules still exist on paper, but no longer exist in practice. Surviving this moment isn't about rushing into action, it's about positioning. The goal isn't to stand out or prove preparedness. The goal is to remain flexible. This is the phase where loud confidence attracts attention, and attention becomes risk. The safest people during silence aren't the strongest or the most vocal. They're the least predictable. They conserve movement, limit visibility, and gather information quietly through observation rather than announcements. They don't argue with uncertainty, they adapt to it. There's one rule most people are never told. When official updates stop, the situation has already moved into its next phase. The update was never the protection. The time before silence was. Once silence arrives, the system is no longer managing expectations, it's managing damage. Silence isn't reassurance, it's a signal. And the people who recognize it early don't panic. They reposition. Most people will wait for another announcement. Some will wait until it's too late. And a few will understand that this quiet moment, this pause, is where